Hello, hello, hello. I'm late again. It's Redheaded Riding Hood, Red for short. Hi, Elsa. Hello, hello. You're first here. Congratulations. Oh, my, I got my thing on in the background. You guys, I was going to be on time. I was. I have my quiche in the oven. I think it's almost done. But I opened the oven and I wasn't going to be that late, but I opened the oven and my smoke alarm back there, right there, started going off. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. So I turn the fan on. That's that noise you hear maybe. And I open the back door. I even turned the air on, but I turned that back off because it's like 70. It's like perfect. It's like perfect. Where did I set my phone down at? I don't know. I think I turn the oven down too because I think I usually cook my quiche at 400, but this recipe, which I really don't think I did before, it's all recipes, and I modified it, so I don't know. But I'm giving you a link. Just sort of, I just sort of go by it as a guideline. Um, I've been cooking for a long time, so I know what I can do, how I can tweak it or modify it. Because the last time I made quiche, I overflowed the pie crusts, so I put a little less milk, and I don't have cream. I'm not opposed to using cream, but I just didn't have any. I had milk. So yeah. So that was what was going on. My alarm was going off, and ah, never a dull moment here. Never a dull moment here. It's annoying that I'm cooking anything, my alarm is going to go off. I don't know. I think it's probably done. It has 1 minute left. Let's go over here and let's get it out because, oh, so quiet you couldn't hear me. I'm sorry about that. I had someone who would watch who always had a problem with the audio, and I don't know if she doesn't watch anymore. I don't know if that's why, but I'm gonna get this out. Yes, I think it is done. One looks brown. Yeah, I think they're done. You see? One overflowed. There they are. Let me close it out before the alarm goes off again. Um, supposed to stick a knife in it, which I didn't do, but I'm pretty sure it's done. I'll stick a knife in it. Because this is the one that looks like it might not be done, but I think it is. It's clean. This one on the right's browner. This one was overflowing more. That's why it's not as done. But yeah. I have the back door open. Maybe a fly and fan on, so I'm going to turn that fan off. Remember the other. Okay. Um, so I'm going to let it cool for a minute. Um, This actually does have a minute on it. Let's reset. Let's let that cool for a few minutes. I like oil. People at church loved my carrot cake recipe. I used to make it as a cake. But a friend I had made it with applesauce. She's like, it's just not the same as yours. And I'm like thinking, well, you made it with applesauce. What do you expect? She made it with applesauce to try to replace the oil, which I think would be different. Let me light the candle for my flames. If anybody is new here, I'm Redheaded Riding Hood, Red for short. I call my followers Red's Flames, so that's why I'm lighting the candle. It's funny that the fan is way back there, but the fan is blowing the. Did you see that? It blew it out. So there's my flames. So in a waffle iron. Do you mean eggs in a waffle iron? That would be good. I haven't ever tried that. So, no, I have not. I'm going to learn the rest of that song, but I don't know today. I got my squishy ball. I don't know why. I just do. It's just fun. Oh, this is a clue. Okay? The lyric, which is up here for me, down there for you, is let the walls crack because it lets the light in. What song? What singer? The ball is a clue. What singer? What song? I'll sing it for you later. So let the walls crack because it lets light in. I liked that lyric. It's like where the light shines through. This is Switchfoot though. That's not what today's lyric is though. But where the light shines through is the lyric. I have the title of the song I have on my arm here. And Switchfoot. The wound is where the light shines through. That's that song, but it's the same sort of. It's a line from the song. It's not the title of the song, but if you put the lyric into the search engine, you can find it. Oh, the carrot cake battle in a waffle iron. That would be good. That would be good. That would be good. I ate the last carrot cupcake that was in the freezer the other day. Day before yesterday, it was maybe yesterday was Wednesday. It was maybe Tuesday. Today, guys, today is the day my daughter's due. Hi, Valentina. Hello. How are you? I have quiche today. I'm going to go over here and cut me a piece of quiche. Let me blow bubbles for you before before I bring the food over here. Bubbles are a thing. Bubbles are a thing with me. Girls just want to have fun. I was going to put that as one of the lyrics this week, but I'm like, that one's too easy. Everybody would get that in 2 seconds. How are you, Valentina? How are you? How are things going? So has it cooled off there? It must have cooled off there now. It was so um, warm when I was there. I'm gonna get a plate. I'm gonna cut me some quiche. I'm gonna put you guys right here so you can see. This is my quiche. It's quiche Lorraine with bacon. I'm gonna kind of want to cut me some of that one. I don't know. Which one? Do you guys like well or done or not? I think I'm going to cut this one just because it's closest. I don't want it to break. I don't want it to break. And I think it's going to. It's breaking. I'm not going to do that one because I don't want it to break. That's upsetting me. I'm going to try to do this one. Then I want it not to break. This one's coming out better. I think maybe it's not done all the way, you guys, because it's not set enough to come out straight. What I need is trying to find something. Let me see if it will work better with this. There we go. There we go. I didn't want it to break. It was upsetting me. Okay. Here's my quiche. Let me see if I can get this one out. Yeah, this one's a little. Could almost be cooked a little bit longer. But I'm not going to do that. Here we go. I'm going to put store here. Okay. I think I'll close the door because I don't want another fly in here. I do not want another fly in here. Okay. So the door is closed. Hopefully Um, hopefully I did not let another fly in. Hopefully not. I'm a chef. I am a chef. I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray now. And we'll also pray at the end. We'll pray longer at the end. Yes. Yes. And I need to let, um, I need to figure out what I do with my phone. Because I need to take a picture. I still am making food for my son. My extra son is still here, so I'll send him a picture. Where did I put my phone? It must be in the bathroom. Yep. Yep. It was in the bathroom. I'm gonna take a picture of my quiche. So, yeah, we're gonna pray now. Dear Lord, thank you for this food and all the good things you give us. Thank you for all my YouTube friends and followers. I pray that you will bless them and be with them, Lord. Be with my daughter, my Claire Bear, Lord, as she's due today, Lord. I pray that you would strengthen her, that she would have a safe and good delivery and healthy baby, Lord. And we thank you so much for our children and our grandchildren and our families, Lord, and we pray that you would bless them. And I pray that my children and grandchildren would know you are real, Lord, and that you love them and that I love them. We love our children and grandchildren, Lord, and our families. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. And I'm studying for next week is my course for lifeguarding. This is good. It's the quiche Lorraine with the bacon. I love bacon. So I made this when Mohammed was at my Airbnb. I kept offering him pork. I kept offering him pork, and he's Islamic. And then he said to me, "I don't eat pork." And but he was being very. He was just so polite because he was so sweet and so nice. It was incredible. And then later on, I realized why he behaved so perfectly. It was because he was getting me to fall for him. So I would marry him so he could get a green card. But I made him a quiche with chicken in it, just for him, because I usually make it with sausage or with bacon, which are both pork. So I made the quiche for Mohammed with chicken in it. Not nearly as good. It was good, but I love bacon, y'all. I like bacon. I like pork. How about y'all? Do you like pork? Do you like bacon? Pork chops? I forget what all I offered him. It was like twice. We can make pork chops, something with bacon when he first arrived, and then he told me, and I'm like, duh, I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry. Duh. It's good. If I do say so myself. And I put a little, this recipe called for like a fourth of a teaspoon of sugar. I don't know why, but I used stevia. Everything is better with bacon. Exactly. Hi, Mary Little. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Paul. Hi, Mary Little. Little Mary. Hi, Paul. How are you guys doing? What's up? I'm eating quiche. It's good. That sounds very good. I did 3 eggs. I did a video too. And I was almost going to be on time until my smoke alarm went off, Paul. Set off my smoke alarm. So I had to, turn the fan on, open the door, I turned the air on, I turned the oven off, trying to wave it, I'm like, stop. So I think my neighbors upstairs are at work during the day. So hopefully I didn't disturb them. Hey, David's here. Hi, David. How are you? My lovely shade of red. Thank you. David, are you reading that book I sent you? You can find out just how, wait, I don't even have it over here. I'm unprepared. Let me get it. Now I do have it over here. It's not over there, so it has to be over here. Yep, it is. You can find out. You can find out just how weird I was and I am if you get my book. You can PayPal me any amount and email me your address. I'll put the email below, redheadedridinghood@gmail.com. And you can find out just what a crazy evangelical person I was. And I still am kind of weird. I still am kind of weird, but you can find out about me, about my separation and divorce and my kiddos. Those are my 7 kids and my husband and my Claire Bear. My Claire Bear is due today. My second grandbaby, she's due today. And she drew this picture of the 7 of us in the tree when she was about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. I don't really know. But yeah, she drew this. And I am, let me see. I'm over here. And by the tree is this is my oldest son. His hair is kind of blonde. She really tried to get everybody's hair right. And so it looks like the youngest she's about 4. So Claire Bear was 4 years older. So like this is Claire Bear here, and this is my oldest daughter. And this is my ex, and that's me. So yeah, she in her little 7-year-old brain, that was just so sweet. So I thought that would be perfect. Before I'd had a different cover that I picked, which was a tree branch, which was fall colors. And the first one I picked on Amazon just out of a lineup of photos I could pick, but then I was like, I want to put this on it. So I redid the cover and put that on there. Oh, endoscopy. Oh, colonoscopy. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, allergic. Oh, yeah, I had to do that. I did that. I got that done. What I didn't get done, and I still need to do, y'all, is my mammogram. But I got my colonoscopy before the doctor wanted me to get it, and before my insurance was up for my divorce. And so, yeah. But thankfully, they put you to sleep, and it was just so. It was rough before I left Georgia. I am so thankful because you guys, today there's two anniversaries. This is the day. Um, it's a bittersweet anniversary today. This is the day my daughter is due, and I realized later this is the day my father passed away in 2020. Tomorrow, I'm celebrating 3 years since I left Georgia. I left on the first day of autumn 2020 and fit everything I owned in my car, in my Chevy Malibu. I had a little car too. I think I had a little bit more stuff because I collected stuff along the way, and in my travels, I had a little more stuff, and it fit. Well, I'm trying to put the link for the. I'm going to put the link again for the recipe. So I think I had a little more stuff when I left St. Louis to come to Denver. I did the same thing. I put everything I owned in my car. I downsized again because I had collected a little bit of stuff. And stuff you can win in the scavenger hunt is some of the stuff from my travels. So if y'all didn't notice that, like I got the little sheep in Colorado. I got the wolf in Branson, Missouri. That was my last meetup. Yeah. That's where I met the bully in person. Before I knew he was a bully. I thought he was just a nice person. Yeah, that was the last meetup until I went to the Glow meetup. This I got at Abbey Road Studios. My little dragon I just got at Safeway in Colorado here. Cinder the dragon. This is actually from Georgia, the little necklace from a Oh, ice cream sundae with bacon and hot fudge. That sounds good. And so, like, I have my little UK adapter if you're going to the UK. I got the spirograph here in Colorado. This is a cute little thing you can win. And the puzzle box is from the Hobby Lobby in St. Louis before I left. Oh, and the little elephant and the little owl are from the Redwood Forest in California. I just dropped my sheep. No. But yeah, I got the colonoscopy, and I was trying to figure out. I just felt like I had no family, and I had to. I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna call an Uber, But when you have they consider that a surgery when they're putting you under and stuff. you have to have a family person to take you home. And this was in Georgia. And, I have an ex-husband. I had 3 children there at the time. I finally broke down and asked my daughter, and she took me for but we weren't like hardly talking. And because they wouldn't let me just, I'm thinking like, oh, I'll just call an Uber. I'll be fine. I'll just call an Uber. But yeah, they don't let you do that. Here's a link again for the recipe. It's on all recipes. Quiche recipe. And I am doing a video. I'm going to do a video again. I'm going to start doing videos again, you guys. I've been so busy with like my son was here and getting ready to go to Oregon and doing the lives every weekday takes a lot of time. And now I got a job and I'm studying for my lifeguarding test and course. So pray for me. Pray for me. I don't want to have to come back and tell you I failed. I don't have the job. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm studying. It's next week. You do part of the course online. So I'm doing that. And then Thursday and Friday, I won't go live for lunch. Thursday and Friday, because that's when the in-person, the swimming part. I'm not really nervous about. I get nervous about everything, but I'm more concerned about like the written part of the test. I hate that. Did you say, is it your birthday? Oh, what'd you say, Elsa? The ones in the throat. Yeah, my son had to have that. He had like ulcer problems when he was a child. My younger son. Stomach problems. I think it might have been that E. pylori. I think it might have been that. But he had a stomach problem and they did that on him. Are you going to come home? You're silly, David. I just might let you drown. No, I can't lose my job. It's the first job, like real like job I've had since I quit my job when I was expecting my oldest, and she was born in 1987. I worked at a doctor's office as a receptionist. But it was that many years ago. So, yeah, she just turned 36, right? What is that? $36, yep. Yeah, so that was the last I had a regular job. So I needed to put something down. So, I put down the Airbnb, but they can't I guess they can maybe contact Airbnb to be sure that I'm not lying about having done Airbnb, but that wasn't a real job. Like they can't talk to a supervisor or anything. Oh, I'm not there. She's in Philly. So yeah. Since I just got the job, I talked to her about like, I could maybe go right now, because I talked to him because at first the first training class wasn't until October. But then they moved it up. But I talked to her about if she wanted me to come right now, and like everybody, and I think maybe, maybe her daddy's going to be there, Daddy-O, my ex. So, and her sisters who I'm, not really, I don't have any contact with her. And so, yeah. And so for it not to be awkward. And since I'm just starting my job, and I gave her the choice of me coming now or coming in December, and she said December would be better. So yeah. So I'm gonna go in December, but I'm gonna get pictures in. Maybe I can get her to send me a video. She'll probably send me a video. She'll probably we'll probably FaceTime. So yeah, that will be great. But she really is kind of she's kind of like me, but even more so like I've really discovered that I'm not an extrovert. Some people might be surprised to hear that. I'm not really an extrovert. I'm kind of more introverted. And I don't know if I've always really been that way. I maybe have always really been that way, but I'm kind of like, I'm a more extroverted introvert. But I discovered recently, since my divorce, and I do wonder sometimes if it's because of all the things I went through, but I am more of an introvert now. And my daughter is that way. She doesn't like big crowds of people. She doesn't. So, yeah. So, this is good quiche. And I figured out I needed to delete some videos from my KineMaster so I could download my carrot cake video. It was from a month ago and I couldn't get it downloaded. And it was because I had too many. I thought I had to delete some from my phone, but that wasn't it. I had too many in KineMaster. But I have so many on my phone and on my computer, and I kept buying more storage, and it's just like ridiculous. I need to go through and delete more videos. I'm having my soda of the day, 0 sugar squirt. I'm cutting back on everything. I'm cutting back on my spending, cutting back on my eating, cutting back on my sodas. I stopped drinking. I was drinking again because when I brought up my kids, you guys, that's how much of a goody I was. I didn't drink at all either, especially when I brought up my kids. And I didn't want my ex to drink either, but he's an alcoholic, so that was pretty hard on him. But he would sneak it in too, sneak it into the house. So, but yeah, I was a real pain in his butt. Yeah, he'll tell you that. I was just so awful, you guys. No. It's all my fault. Everything's all my fault. But anyway, so I stopped drinking again, and I was just like drinking wine. But then, and I realized, like, oh my goodness, this is saving me money too. And so then I was drinking all this soda like all day. I was drinking all these sodas all day, and it's 0 sugar, usually no caffeine. But I'm like, these are, can be $5 to $8 for 12 sodas, and this is ridiculous. So I'm cutting back on the soda, and that's saving me money too. So Um, I shared out Lindy's video, you guys, and it was on feminist, and her grandson asked her, "So why did your generation uh, not like men? Did your generation not like men?" And she's just like, "No." And I left a comment. I put a post on my community tab. Let me drop a link to Lindy's channel. So I think it's like her most recent video. Yeah, and I've just posted it on my I just posted it on my community tab. So, anyways, Lindy, I think maybe that is what endeared me to her. She kind of reminds me of my mom. My mom, but she passed away in. Hey, Lori. Hey. How are you? How's it going? Oh, you have to go, David? All right. Bye. Don't drown. You're too far away. So let me share with you Lindy's link. Just waking up. You're a night owl like me. I'm trying to get up earlier though. I think I got up before 8, which is really early for me. Yeah, I think I did. Here's Lindy's channel. Yeah, and it's best to just share links to channels, y'all mods, because then it doesn't take somebody out to another video from my live. So, yeah. So it's best to just share links to channels, and that's Lindy's channel. And so she just did a video about her grandson asking, did your generation not like men? And she explained to him, no, but we did not get equal pay, and it was for equal pay for women as for men. And so, yeah. And it reminded me of my mom, because my mom, she was liberal. And it's funny. I feel like she's probably smiling or maybe giggling down at me now that I'm more like her, because for many years we argued about that. And yeah, yeah, that's. I wonder why he saw it that way. It's interesting. I wonder why he saw it that way. I wonder why. But anyways, she explained it to him that, that women and men doing the same job, and the men are getting paid more. And my mom back in the 80s set a pamphlet. I think it was about 16 or 17. I said this in her comments. I think it was about 16 or 17, and when we lived in Boca Raton, Florida. She had this pamphlet she gave me on the Equal Rights Amendment. And she explained to me that it was, it's equal pay. It's not that, men and women are the same, or it's not that, yeah. She knew what's interesting is that I think I was saying to Pastor Chris when he preached on Sunday on that hell sermon, you know. Um, I think I said to Pastor Chris that so when my family moved to Boca Raton, Florida, there were two churches that my parents were trying to decide going to, two Presbyterian churches, and one was PCA, Presbyterian Church in America, and one was PCUSA. And we were going to both of them. And I ended up liking, which is funny, that I ended up liking the PCA better, and they were more evangelical, and they were more conservative and all that. And I liked going there better. They ended up joining the PCUSA church though. And eventually, and I don't know how long it was, my parents were only in Florida for 5 years. Yeah, they were only in Florida from 1979 to 1984, and I was there till like 1988, except for 6 months I went back to Texas to save up money to go back to my fiance in Florida. So thanks, Lori. Oh, thanks for dropping that link. That's Dave's Cafe, right? This is, yeah, that's Dave's Cafe. So we got married in that PCA church. My husband and I got married in that PCA church in Florida, in Boca Raton, Florida. It's called Spanish River. It's a very good church. And it was the daughter church of D. James Kennedy's church. He's passed away, but a big Presbyterian. It was a mega church. It was a big church, and we got used to a big church where they had lots of activities like that. And that's how we ended up in the Baptist church, because we went to Warner Robins, Georgia, and I just looked up the PCA church that was in town in Warner Robins, and it was a little tiny church. And we went there for like, I think a year, but then they just didn't have as much activities and stuff. And my ex really liked that, you know, and the PCA pastor, he was nice. He was a nice guy and a good pastor. I liked him. He was a good pastor. His name was Robert. Robert Jared in Warner Robins, Georgia. He's probably retired now. He was older than us. But we were the only young couple in that church. So was number 2. How about you? Are you the second child? What do you mean? I don't. Oh, you were number 2 with thumbs up. Thank you, Elsa. Is that what you meant? So, anyways, so back in the 80s, my mom was telling me about the Equal Rights Amendment. And so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like Lindy kind of reminds me of my mom, and maybe that's what drew me to her at first. And so I have if you look through my lives, I have a live with Lindy. So, and I did it back in November before her channel. I had more subs than her when we did that interview back in November. Because this fall I started interviewing people, which I need to do some more interviews. But yeah. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I have my Phoenix. That's tomorrow lyric. Anybody have a clue about the lyric? I It might be a color. Anybody have a clue about the lyric? It's a great song, a great artist. Okay, I'll give you guys enough. You should be able to get this with that clue, and I'm going to give you another clue. Okay, I said I have my characters and Southern Red. I have Southern Red and Cali Red because I'm from Southern. I'm from Cali. I'm from Southern California, and that's the part of me that's Cali Red, right? But I said that Southern Red was inspired by Dolly Parton. Southern Red. I was in Georgia for 32 years, and they're Georgia. My sons went to the University of Georgia. My younger son graduated from the University of Georgia 2018, and my oldest daughter went to college in Georgia. My oldest was born in Florida though, but my other four children were born in Georgia. So they're Georgia girls and boys. I was in Georgia for 32 years. I learned to, yeah, you got it. Pink. It's pink. What I've learned so far, you got it. Okay. But yeah, so Cali Red, and I just thought of this today. I'm like, oh, Cali Red is so pink. It's funny, we're both colors. So Southern Red, my Southern Red character is inspired by Dolly Parton, and I'd say my Cali Red character is a badass like Pink. Is inspired, totally inspired by Pink. I love Pink. I have poems in here that are inspired by Pink, and I will read it to you. And it goes right along with women's rights that we're talking about, because that's what. And I also want to share with you another. It's a channel too. I want to share with you. You might be moving to Texas. Wow. When would you be moving to Texas? How can you do that? Do they have your health care there? Whatever health care you're on, Lori? That's going to be really harsh, I feel like, for the summer temperatures anyways. Because that's another thing I love about California is that, if you're inland, it can get up to 100. It was 114 in Santa Clarita when I went. I went through Texas. It was 114 in July 2018 when I last saw my dad. Too, I went to California, but then I was in Santa Clarita on 4th of July, and it was 114. So it's like insane. But you can drive, for an hour and be at the beach, and it'll be 80 degrees. So that's what I love about California, because it may get that hot. But Texas, there's like nowhere to go. It was 114, and you're stuck there, So all I know so far, that's it. Very good. Very good. You went. I'm not giving anything away every day, but anyways, maybe I should. I'm trying to save money. So I'm giving away a book every Monday night though. Now I started doing that. My first winner was Pam, Adventurous Spirit, and she won the little Keep Calm, Trust God book. And then Linda at Camp Goer One won the devotional that I read from a lot called you have zero space. Do you live in a vehicle or just in a tiny place like me? I think my apartment's about 800 square feet, but it's perfect size for me. So it's bothering me that I can't remember the name, so I'm getting it. Letting God. That's what Linda won this one. And then Colleen this last Monday won oh, you live in a van. Cool. Um Linda won this, and then Colleen won My Heart Christ Home. So your smiles and great. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. I could send anybody a sticker. I will send anybody stickers if they usually if you win a book or something though, I'll send you a sticker too. That's the big sticker. This is my Wolfie logo, which was made by Morbid Heart Creations. That's a good channel too. Let me drop that link. I'm not really into the morbid things, but I just loved her art. I love her art. It is, yeah, but she does morbid heart designs. It's her stuff is so cute. Hey, crafty traveler. Hello. Good to see you, Lonnie. So yeah, if you wanted stickers, that's my stickers. I have little ones too. I have a little Wolfie, which I'm running out of the bigger ones. I have little Wolfie. And then I have these. I ordered the wrong size, so I have these little ones too. And we're talking about women's rights, talking about feminism. So, yes, we are. Yes, I'm going to go there. Especially Callie Red is going to go there. Callie Red is going to go there. I want to drop you the link to the song. It's an awesome song. She has a longer video. I'm going to try to find the link to the longer one because it's really kind of explains the background of the song. She had a thing with her mom and everything. And yeah, I got mine from Sticker Mule too. I love glittery stuff. I think I have one of you. I think you gave me a sticker, Lonnie. What did I do with it? I might have put it on my suitcase. When I went to, I put stickers on my suitcase when I went to Europe. And I think I might have put it on my suitcase. Let me go see. Wait, I'll be right back. I'm curious now. Maybe I didn't get a sticker from you, Lonnie. Because I don't see it here. But I put Moorbang. There's Morbid Heart Creations. There's my stickers. See our RV view. Oh, I do. I have it. There it is right there. Crafty Travel. Where this is Many Roads, No Rules. That's Eric. Ariana. Um, yeah, you can drop Lonnie's crafty. I found it. You got. I'm terrible. I'm like that would bother me. I was like, what did I do with Lonnie's sticker? Oh yeah, I put it on my suitcase. Um, and I almost let my son take my suitcase, but I'm like, oh no, I really don't. He doesn't want my suitcase with all my stickers all over it. And he had so much stuff. It was like easier for him to just stuff his clothes in there. And so he was going to take the suitcase, but then he gave it back to me, and he's like, I think I'm just going to put the in all the empty spaces. I swear my kid has more clothes than me. I swear my kid has more clothes than me. Maybe not since that last trip I made to Ross, but no, I still think he does. I still think he does. He gave some clothes to his friends, and he gave his friend his TV. He gave his friend, he had his friend's snowboard, so that was his. He gave it back to him. Yeah, crafty traveler makes sense, right? Put it on my suitcase. So yeah, oh gosh, I have links to share with you guys. Yeah, are you able to drop a link to Lonnie's channel, Lori? Or did I make Lonnie a moderator? Good to be seen. Yeah, you can drop Lonnie's link, Lori, if you don't mind. I hope Anthony's okay. Was he not? Was he there yet? Was he here yesterday? I think he was here yesterday. Anthony, are you okay? I'm worried about you. I shouldn't be a worrier. I'm trying to not be a worrier, you guys, and I'm doing better. I am doing better. I'm doing lots better, actually. What am I looking for? All I know so far. So she has two. I don't know if she still has the two videos. I don't know if she still has the long one. Let me see. Because she used to have a longer one. Okay, extended version. Oh, yeah, I want to show you this. Watch this one if you have the time. I'm going to drop the link to this one. Because she's telling her daughter a story. So the lyric that I put below, let the walls crack because they let the light in, is from this song. I'm going to share it on my community tab. There's this new group called Blackpink. Today's lyric is from Cali Red is totally inspired. Totally inspired by Pink. Totally. And yeah, the haircut is similar. The haircut is similar. Okay, and wait, I'm gonna put it in the chat. You can see this because yes. Already on a subscriber, no rules. Oh yeah. Oh, you're a subscriber. Yeah. I'm a subscriber. I don't think I've seen a bunch of her videos though. I've subscribed to people. I've not had time to go watch a bunch of her videos, but she was like so fun. She was making the fire one night and she was like joking around. She was so hilarious. She was so hilarious. She was like, we were witches and like they set us on fire and like now we can't get the fire started. I don't know. She was hilarious. She was hilarious. I'll drop that link too, but I want to drop a link to Pink's video first. It's all I know so far. This is a long version. Watch it. It's like a mini movie. It's like cool. But there's a short version too if you want to watch that. Hey, Lindy, been talking about you again. Are your ears burning? Only good stuff, though. There's only good stuff to say about Lindy. But yeah, I'm talking about women's issues and rights because of your video, and it goes with the lyric I put too. I'm growing. Hey, Brandon. Hey, I was watching your live. That's funny. How did you know I was watching your live? I didn't say anything in the chat. Ha! Your ears must have been burning too, huh? All I know so far. So here's the Pink long version of that song. But I have a poem that was inspired by the Pink song. Yeah, but it was inspired by a different Pink song, an older Pink song. And it's called The Woman You Gave Me. And it goes right along with what we're talking about in Lindy's video and the lyric I put up because, yeah, Pink is definitely a woman's rights advocate. I need to find it. It's on page 21 of the 7-Story Tree, page 21. Page 21. And you wouldn't even really know that my alarm is going off to end my live again, but I'm just going to ignore it. Okay, Lonnie, I will drop your link because I think Lori might be busy. She didn't hear me. I'll drop your link, Lori. Let me find it. I'm going to drop Lonnie's link. I'm sorry, not Lori, Lonnie. Lori didn't drop Lonnie's link, so I'm going to drop. We got Lori, Lonnie, and Lindy here. Oh my goodness, you guys are so tongue twisters today. Tongue twister day. Lori, Lonnie, and Lindy. Thank you all for being here, though. I love you guys. And thank you for being here, Brandon. Are you still here? Were you just popping in? Are you still here, Brandon? She dropped it earlier. Oh, hey, Roy Becker here. Hi. Hello. Let me see. Did she drop it? I didn't see it. She dropped Dave's Cafe. It's the last one I see. Okay, here's the Crafty Traveler. There's a Crafty Traveler. Yes, and I was so busy making quiche. I was like, I want to go to Roy and Becky's, but I was like, I had to make quiche. I need to study for my class next week, and I'm like keeping an eye on my phone. My daughter will let me know if anything's happening because she's due today. And and I'm celebrating 3 years. It happens to be 3 years tomorrow that I left Georgia, but it's 3 years today. Yes, it's a good song. It's a good song. I think it's a good song. If you don't like, for many years as a Christian, I didn't listen to any secular music at all because I was very legalistic, and yeah, I hardly didn't listen to any. We didn't even like watch movies when my kids were coming up. I was too busy like raising 5 kids and homeschooling and all of that too. I wasn't up on anything. So you did drop his link. You dropped not Lonnie's. Lonnie's a she. You dropped David's link. You dropped David's link, but not Lonnie's link. Um, so, anyways, I got this poem here. It's called "The Woman You Gave Me." It's on page 21 of the 7-Story Tree, and I'll read that to you. And then I'll tell you a funny story about how out of touch I was with it when I was homeschooling and stuff. Uh, yeah, I'll tell you a story of when I was in LA. But let me read you this. This is called "The Woman You Gave Me." And it goes along with our topic, which is kind of like, women's rights. And it's called the woman you gave me. And that's what Adam said to God about, it's all the woman's fault. The woman you gave me of the tree and I ate, it's in Genesis. But that's where the title came from. So I put Genesis, it's from Genesis 3, verse 12. Then the man said, the woman whom you gave to me, she gave me of the tree and I ate. Like I said, it's all my fault. You tell us to dress modestly, yet my man looks at pornography. Get a job. No, stay at home. You're damned either way. Fry the bacon up in a pan, make you feel like a man. It's his world, You have your babies naturally. Nurse them. It's more healthy, see? I hope my daughter's getting the epidural. I hope so. I'm just praying for it. Have your babies naturally. Nurse them. It's more healthy, see? Never say, what about me? Live your life selflessly. Barefoot pregnant, and when you're not, you should be rail thin. So you only cook for him. Shut the door, come right back in. Carpool, help out everyone. Volunteer, yeah, it's so fun. Yet you're always on the run. Tired, exhausted, disillusioned. A desperate plea, Lord, help. Enough, he says, peace be still. Who are you living for, them or me? Do you want to be made free? Guard your heart, it belongs to me. You give respect, now demand it back. Don't dwell on all the things you lack. You are perfect to me. That's the Pink reference that nobody probably would get. But she has a song called Perfect. It has a bad word in it, but I only listened to, especially back here in 2014 when I wrote that. I think it was 2014. I only listened to the clean version, but it's perfect. The song is called Perfect. Bad word before perfect, but that's the Pink song reference that nobody may get until I tell them. But anyways, you are perfect to me. Teach your kids, your husband too. One person can't do it all for you. To be healthy and sane, you must have boundaries. This is something I'm still learning. God's yoke is easy and light. It's not restrictive and tight. He leads you on the path that's right because you are precious in his sight. So Oh, I don't know why I didn't see it. Thanks, Lori. I didn't see it at all. Let me see. That's weird. Um, that it's not. That I didn't see it. Wait. Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay, I see it. Thanks. Yes, that's when I was getting my suitcase. I was distracted. Sorry, Lori. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm still learning boundaries. I'm still learning boundaries. Yep. Yep. So that one, yeah. Uh, she just has a lot of hard hitting lyrics. And yeah, I think a lot of, she's probably too much for a lot of uh, Christians that are really strict to listen to, but I'm not as strict as I used to be. Um, and I feel like we have freedom in Christ. It's a personal decision what music you want to listen to and not listen to. Um, my mom was a single mother. Don't think my dad helped. Yeah. Um, yeah. I didn't. I honestly didn't. I was trying to save my marriage. I mean, that's why I was married so long. I was married 30 years when we finally got 32 years actually when we finally were divorced in 2018. But it was 30 years when I moved out of the house. It was actually 27 years from when we separated, but we lived together in the house for 2 years. So, yeah, my divorce took 4.5 years, almost 5 years. So, and now I've been 5 years divorced since 2018. So, it's been quite a journey, you guys. It's been quite a journey. So, yeah. But so there's another artist I like, and he's doing because I is it Women's History Month is March, but a lot of people right now are talking about women's rights. Um, Let me see something. I'm not always up on. So I was going to tell you a story. It is March. Um, your dream blog. Okay. I found a site, a website. Becky so far isn't first. We know, we know. You guys are just been separated a little while there, but I guess not by choice. Um, oh goodness, 5 times. That's a lot. I've only done it once. uh, yeah. Um, what Lindy's wisdom here. Life is a journey, and I wish I could say it got easier, but it doesn't. You just keep learning how better to deal with it. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that way too. It didn't get it didn't get hard difficult things always happen, storms always happen. I guess that's why that's like one of my favorite poems. Um, so yeah, so yeah, I was married a long time. Lately, when as I'm thinking and praying about, you know, what I'm doing next, so I left Georgia in 2020, and tomorrow is the anniversary of that. 3 years ago, I left Georgia. 3 years ago, I sold my house in Georgia. Left Georgia, fit everything I owned in my car, went up to the St. Louis area, bought an RV with cash. I had paid off all my debt from the cash from my house, and all paid cash for my RV. It was $26,000. Yeah, I paid cash for my RV. It was a 2007 Sunseeker by Forest River. It was a nice RV. It was a Class C, and it was 31 feet. I traveled around in that for a year. It so happened that I got to California, and my sister-in-law wasn't doing well. And I had years before, you guys, I was reading my old journal, and but I had even years before, because my sister-in-law had cancer for 30 years, and I became very close to her, closer than even I was to my brother, really. And when she first got cancer, I was like, I if when it gets bad towards the end, I want to be there. I thought that even, years ago. And then now this happening, and it was just how it coincided. And also my dad passed. He was 92. My dad passed on this day in 2020, on the 21st of September, 2020, the day before I left Georgia. And I hadn't thought I was going to get any of his estate because of various things. And I was so blessed. I mean, it took 2 years of probate, but I was so blessed to get the inheritance from my dad. And that's why I was able to. Then I sold my RV last year after I traveled around in it for a year. The bullying happened, and I had anxiety about that. I had so much anxiety because I was away from God. And I describe it as like I was like Jonah, like in the belly of the whale, running away from God. And then I prayed, and the whale spit me out. That's how I say it. But yeah, I had so much anxiety, and the bully thing, not coincidentally, happened right after I came back to God. The YouTube bully did the videos about me right after I came back to God. I went back to Georgia, which really was a mistake. I got locked out of my RV in Georgia. That was the last trip I went, was down south from St. Louis down to Georgia and Tennessee. The last trip I took, 2021 October, for my birthday, and it wasn't. I don't think it. It was still fuzzy. I had just come back to God. I think it was still fuzzy, and I wasn't hearing Him right. But God works all things for the good of those who love Him, and I did. I went back to Georgia. I feel like it was a mistake. I got locked out of my RV. I contacted my ex. He was drunk. He wasn't a help at all. But thankfully, these people that I knew from 20 years before homeschooling were parked next to me at the RV. Neither of us lived in Georgia anymore. She was there to see her kids. That's Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. I'll trust you to drop that link. Jarhead and Ginger's Journey helped me out in Georgia. I slept in their RV. They have a beautiful, they had a sofa. They had a sofa because it was raining. I had, I had my flip flops on. I had my, I had no phone. It was insane. But anyways, yes, she's coming back on. Becky's going back to Arizona on the 18th of October. Yay. So yeah. I need to read y'all another poem and pray and let y'all go. But thank you all for being here. Amber just, I don't know. I don't know what that is. You throw your head back and spit in the wind. Let the walls crack, 'cause it lets the light in. Let them drag you through hell. They can't tell you to. They can't make you be something you're not. I need to read the oh well puke. I didn't know it had a name. But it might have, and there actually is, like, because I've read like articles and stuff. The Bible says it was a big fish. It wasn't necessarily a whale. I don't know. But there are fishes that are big enough that could swallow a man. And there are stories of, there was a real life story I read online about, it was a whale though, I think. But the Bible says a big fish. Very precious whale puke. Let's see, what do I read next? Oh, let me read the one about my mom. This one's in the, and if you just put it in the search bar, that's me and my mom, like in the 80s. About the time when she gave me that ERA pamphlet. My mom passed in 2009. And she was almost 80. She was 79. And I have Proverbs 31:30 here. Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. And this is called You Showed Me by Example. This is in the scavenger hunt that I want you guys to play. Once. One divorce for you, one divorce for me. So what I was saying, I start stories and then I don't finish them. Okay, I need to finish two things. First off, as I have been praying about like the next things or the next relationship for me, I thought, wow, could I do That was an accomplishment, staying married for 30 years and raising 5 kids. That was a big accomplishment. I did a lot of that work myself. Adapting to your husband. You're supposed to adapt to your husband, obey your husband, and all of that. I don't want to. Yeah, well, we'll take your word for it, Mary. We'll take your word for it. We'll take your word for it. Oh, you're still here. Valentina's still here. Thank you for being here. You're listening. Valentina hosted me when I went to Italy. It was so awesome because, yeah, things did not. I still need to write my review for remote year. I haven't done that. That's another thing I need to do on my list. Okay, this is for Marley. Yeah, kisses from Marley. That's a sweet little dog. I had a dog and I rehomed her. But let me get back to my things that I didn't finish. So I was going to say, I was so out of touch when I was homeschooling. We didn't watch any R-rated movies. We didn't listen to any non-Christian music. Yeah, we hardly watched any movies at all, right? So I was in California and I just really started homeschooling for a couple years, and I was in California visiting my sister, my brother. I think my oldest brother might have lived in Southern California then. Then he moved to Northern California. My oldest brother Tim. So I had like 3, 4 siblings in the Los Angeles area, and we went to the Fern Gardens in Los Angeles. And this was, so it must have been, look it up, must have been, so I've just started homeschooling. It was like 94 or 95. I think it was 95. Marriage is a mirage. Yeah, so I'm thinking I could be married. If I live as long as, like, say, my dad, I could remarry and be married 30 years. So I could say I've been married 60 years. Like my mom and dad were going to have their 60th wedding anniversary when my mom passed away. They had been together 60 years because they got married in 1949. I'm sorry, I'm speaking. So Valentina says this, but we could talk because her English is so good. My Italian is, well, you got to know I was planning on going to Portugal, but I didn't learn Portuguese either. But I ended up in Italy, in England, and Portugal. But thanks to Valentina, she was a very good host, and she said, come to Turin. And I went to Turin and stayed at her mom's house, and her mom was at the ocean. And so, but she's very good at, I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast though. Next time I go to Italy, I'm going to learn some more Italian. But I'm going to read you this poem about my mom, but let me finish the Fern Bank story. So we were at the Fern Bank and they were filming a movie. And so there were, all these workers around or anything. I don't think I saw the star or whatever, but and the funny thing is what the guy said to me, but I am from Los Angeles. I was born there, back in the 60s. And then my family moved to Florida. I met my husband and we moved to Georgia. So I'm from Georgia. I'm homeschooling. I'm out of touch with everything. And they're filming something. I'm like, oh, what are you filming? The guy goes, a Pauly Shore movie. And I'm like, who's that? And the guy goes, you're not from around here, are you? They were filming that Biosphere movie with Pauly Shore. And so I didn't know who Pauly Shore was. Oh. Your grandmother had a lot of fans? Now, do you mean fans like I have a fan going right there? Do you mean she dated after she was widowed? Like she had dates, Valentina? Or do you mean she had fans like that blow air? Marley's doing good now. Marley's adjusted to being back in the van. That's good to hear. She had a lot of dates. That's what I thought you meant. That's it. I need to watch some videos. See, Valentina watches the English YouTubes. I need to find some Italian YouTubes to learn more Italian. But let me read you the poem about my mom. It's called You Showed Me by Example. You showed me by example how to love to read. You showed me by example how to teach and lead. You showed me by example how to stand for my convictions, even if I stand alone. You showed me by example how to keep the home. You showed me by example how to read God's word. You showed me by example how to pray to God. You showed me by example how to hold on. You showed me by example how to forgive. And you showed me by example, no one's perfect, but we can rely on the one who is. she told you they wanted a housewife for free. Yeah. Bye, Lindy. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to pray and let y'all go. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've gone an hour and 37 minutes. So I need to go study for my lifeguarding course. Yeah, I didn't like it. But I read it at my mom's memorial, and it was my mom's words that encouraged me because I was reading her journals that I had after she passed, and she said, perfectionism is a thief. And I could see, I see so much, even more so since she passed, I see so much of my mom in me. And it's kind of, she's probably chuckling in heaven that I'm more towards her political leanings when she was alive now that she's passed. And she's probably having a chuckle in heaven about that. Because we used to argue about it, you guys. You know, as an evangelical Christian, I thought all Christians should be, you know, a certain political party. I was wrong and I was dumb, but thankfully we buried the hatchet, you know, and I was like, we shouldn't fight about this anymore. It was my personal thing more so. She wasn't afraid she wasn't afraid to speak her mind. That's why I say, like, Lindy sort of, you know, maybe that's what drew me to Lindy, because she's sort of, she's sweet, but she's feisty, and she's going to tell you what she, you know, what she thinks. And she's not going to hold back. So my mom was like that. She's sweet and she believes in God, but she's, you know, she's going to tell you what she thinks. And, you know, and I look back now too, and I'm like, so many things. I'm like, oh my goodness. Mom, were you right about everything? She's probably saying, yes, Susan, I was. See, I told you. But yeah, thankfully we weren't arguing. We were at peace with one another when she passed in 2009. And I was really thankful. I was like, we agree on Jesus, That's the most important thing. We agree on religion, so we don't agree on politics. Who cares? Let's stop talking about it. Let's leave that a personal thing and not talk about that. And I don't like to talk about it. I say that much. My leanings are more towards my mom now, but they weren't always. So that's what I'll say about that. And let's see, let's pray. Was there another story that I started that I wanted to finish? Let me think. Moderators, you can drop your links. Oh, I know what I want. There's one more link I want to share. This is a controversial guy too. I want to share the Naked Pastors link because he's been doing a lot of. Let me find it. I'll find it and drop it myself. He has a YouTube. He has an Instagram. He has wonderful cartoons and artwork. And so this guy is a pastor turned art. He was actually in seminary. And I think he's talked about his wife. I believe his wife. I think it just, I don't know. You just got to check him out. You got to check out the Naked Pastor. I'll show you something to show you what I mean, because it's a thing he did. I'll show it to you on my phone. He's also on Instagram, Twitter, all of that. But I want to show you something. Because he does these paintings of and she's called Sophia. His real name is David Hayward. Let me see if that comes up. David. There it is. This is one of his Sophia paintings. And she's chained. And there's all these things on the wall that say, "Submit to your husband. I do not forbid a woman to teach. Charity begins at home. Do not let your beauty be external. A woman's place is in the home. It's the woman who was deceived." And all these things, it's like my poem. And I put a comment under this. I was like, wow, that was me. You have to obey your husband. You can't badmouth him. It puts male narcissists in total control in a Christian, setting. And you can't divorce because God hates divorce. And yes, you are trapped. And that's what he called this, And I said, I will one day purchase a Sophia piece because I so relate. Thank you for your work, David. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. And he does need followers on his. What's this going? Okay. Yeah, that was one more last thing I wanted to share with you. Controversial. Red's being controversial again, but yeah. No apologies. No apologies. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, Lonnie's not a moderator. I asked you to drop her link, didn't I? I mean, if they want their links, put a C. If you're a content creator, if you want your link dropped, I mean, they can just ask you. I mean, if they don't, if they're just a supporter, you know, um, they might not care to have their link dropped. I don't know, but yeah, it's fine. Just I prefer you drop links to channels and not links to videos that take people from my live to the video. So it's almost 11. Good night, Valentina. Good night. I'm gonna pray for you, but go to bed. Good night. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm gonna pray and let you guys go. Dear Lord, thank you for these, my YouTube friends and followers. I pray that you will bless them and be with them and keep them well, Lord. Please continue to heal Lori. We thank you for that you are healing her, Lord, and we pray that you give her and her daughter and her daughter's husband them all wisdom in their move to Texas, Lord, that you would guide them and protect them and be with them. Yeah. This would be after she has the baby, right, Lori? Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm thinking as I'm praying. Dear Lord, please be with Anthony, be with Ronald. Did I see Ronald today? Lord, please bless Mary. Help us in our healing from our past relationships and help us in moving forward with you, Lord. Thank you for Brandon, and I pray that you would bless him and bless his channel. Yeah, drop Brandon's channel, Lori, unless it's Brandon. I don't know if I have Brandon as a mod or not. But yeah, drop Brandon's channel, please. Please bless Brandon and bless his channel, Lord. And please be with Valentina and bless her mom and her father-in-law and her husband and her family, Lord. And thank you for Valentina. Please bless Paul and please bless Roy and Becky. We pray that Becky will be able to finish up with all the things she needs to finish up in Indiana. And we are thankful that she's going to get to go back to Arizona in October, Lord. And pray you bless them, Lord. I pray you be with Rose. I think she might be on the road, and I pray that you would be with her and keep her safe and protect her. I don't know if she was able to change her living situation or not, but I just pray you would continue to bless her and help her and guide her in her situation, her living situation. Please bless Lindy, and thank you so much for Lindy and Lindy's channel, and for blessing us with Lindy, and for blessing Lindy, and that she had a good trip to Tennessee, and she got to meet Bob in Arizona and everything, Lord. We thank you for Lindy and pray that you continue to bless her. Please bless Lonnie and her channel and be with her and bless her. Lord, please help me with my lifeguarding course and help me to do well on it and pass it. And thank you that I got that job. Is there anything else you guys want me to pray about? Please bless all our children and grandchildren, Lord, and thank you for them. And just be with them, protect them, watch over them, guide them, Lord. Let them know you love them, that you're real, you love them, and that we love them. I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Bye, everyone. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Love y'all. Bye.